The tension that has hit a number of countries has led to predictions that World War III will start from the European continent. This analysis is based on Russia's intervention in the Belarus crisis, and the feud between Turkey and Greece in the East Mediterranean Sea. In a Washington Post report quoted by Viva Military, Russian President Vladimir Putin stated that Russia is ready to deploy its troops to Belarus according to President Alexander Lukashenko's request. Putin's statement was made Thursday, August 27, 2020, in line with the tense situation in Belarus after the presidential election, which Lukashenko won again, August 9, 2020. Lukashenko's election for the sixth time has angered the people, especially supporters of Lukashenko's rival, Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya. Massive demonstrations ensued that eventually led Lukashenko to accuse Tsikhanouskaya of driving the mass demonstrations. The Belarusian military was deployed to arrest Tsikhanouskaya, until he finally fled to Lithuania. Lukashenko also asked for Putin's support to secure his country. Putin agreed with Lukashenko's request, who had calculations to stem the interference of countries that are members of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. Meanwhile, in the previous news, Viva Military had reported that about 30-40 units of Russian military trucks were moving towards Belarus, August 16, 2020. According to a report cited by Asia Times, the trucks not only carried hundreds of personnel, but also logistics and weapons. Meanwhile, feuds broke out in the East Mediterranean Sea. Turkey's ambition to exploit oil and gas in the Aegean Sea has faced opposition from Greece. The Greek government considers the country led by Recep Tayyip Erdogan to violate its sovereignty. Meanwhile, Turkey feels that the Aegean Sea is still within its territory. The defeated Greece asked for support from a number of countries. France was the first to come to deploy a combat fleet to help Greece. After that, there is Sweden, which since August 23, 2020, has increased its military activities in the Baltic Sea, in line with Russian military maneuvers that are preparing to support Turkey. Extensive military operations are underway in the Baltic Sea region, both Russia and the West, in a way that has not been experienced in some parts since the Cold War, said Vice Admiral Jan Thortenqvist, head of joint operations of the Swedish Armed Forces. On the other hand, Erdogan does not care about the criticism of a number of countries on Turkey. Erdogan stressed that Turkey would not take a single step back to defend its sovereignty. The attitude shown by Erdogan was judged by some that the Turkish president had hit the drums of war and challenged the European Union and NATO. Turkey will take away its rights in the Mediterranean, Aegean and Black Sea. And like any other country, we do not want land, sovereignty and other people's interests. We will not tolerate those who target our territory, Erdogan said, as quoted by Viva Military from Avel News. We are determined to do whatever is necessary for this at a political, economic and military level. We want everyone to realize that Turkey is no longer a country testing its assertiveness, abilities and courage, he said. It is not impossible that the tensions experienced by a number of countries in Europe will end in horizontal conflicts. Meanwhile, several countries such as Turkey and Russia are also involved in conflicts in the Middle East. Then in other parts of the world, the relationship between the United States and China is getting worse.